First, the easiest way to get into the meditative state is to begin by observing. As a breath goes inside your lungs, fills your diaphragm, and goes out, I want you to start paying attention to the breath. If necessary, you can close your eyes for this, or you can even do it with your eyes open. Perhaps your eyes will close on its own gradually. Maybe it won't, but that's all right. What more than anything is, I want you to start by simply paying attention to the breath as it goes in and out. Follow your breath as it goes through your lungs, fills your diaphragm, and slowly comes out. You don't have to breathe in any special way. All you need to do is simply observe. Breath is one part of life that happens regardless of whether you control it or not. You can even do a small counting in your mind. Count the breath as it happens. One breath in, one breath out. Please do not force yourself to breathe, but rather pay attention to breath as it happens. Please don't wait for my instruction to breathe in or breathe out, but rather, as your breath happens, the way it is happening, simply observe. A lot of sounds will be going on. Your mind will be going crazy. Your mind will be go into overactive mode, thinking, worrying, regretting. I want you to simply start observing your breath. How to learn with the noise that happens within the mouth, within the mind? We will learn. As we progress through this week, we're going to learn about all of these. But for now, I want you to just watch. As you do this exercise, maybe you might start experiencing a slight tingling on your fingertips, slight tingling on your legs. That's perfectly all right. You're simply paying attention to your body. We have been living in so much neglect, and now you're simply giving it care. So your body is talking back to you. Don't try to control your breath. Simply allow your breath to go in and out as it happens. You're almost flowing with your breath. Your thoughts, your energies, everything. It has to simply follow your breath. Let it go in, experience as the air goes in, feel as the air fills your lungs, your diaphragm, your stomach expands as it breathes in, and slowly, as the breath goes out, you start feeling your body relax. Some of you might experience a strong burst of emotions at this time. That's all right. You just have to learn, flow your breath. Maybe some of you had been counting and you lost count. That's okay. Just breathe. For these 5 minutes, you're not going to think, you're not going to worry. You're simply going to allow your breath to be. Now, at the count of five, you're going to simply come back. You're going to come back with your eyes open. 5. Pay intense, more intense attention to the breath as it happens. Don't force breath. Just let the breath be. Some of you might even experience your breath slow down. That's beautiful. That case, your body is getting into a state of ease. Oh, you to start feeling your environment. Just sense the presence of the chair, the table, the room. 3, 2, get ready to open your eyes. 1, and here we go. How did that feel? Did you feel sleepy? Did you feel energetic? Was that easy? Was that relaxing, calm? What's the most predominant feeling in you right now? Let me know in the chat box. So this is it, what meditation is for. We will of course be going deeper. I'm going to learn to, we'll be, as we go through this week, I'm going to teach you how you can use the sounds around you as a medium, how you can use something that you see as a medium to get into a state. And we are going to learn how to deal with the sound, the noise that goes on, the emotions as it comes, how do we handle it. We're going to be covering through all these week. Please be patient. And as we proceed, we are going to go deeper and deeper into this. But at the core of it, always understand that anytime you feel overwhelmed, anxious, or you feel hyper stressed, or you are having a panic attack, always you have your breath you can go back to. When you want to have an angry reaction to something, when you want to react angrily to something, pay attention to your breath. You'll see that immediately you're grounded. There's always a way you can ground yourself to the present moment. We are now what I want you to do is I want you to take out your journal. I hope you have your journal. Yes. So Disha, it is very common because when you meditate in the morning, you will be feeling sleepy. The reason for that is because you yet have to train to be in that alert state, because otherwise a lot of it what happens is when you start meditating, your body goes into relaxed state, and then because of that you immediately start to fall asleep. It's good though. You can, in fact, use it as a medium to sleep at night. But if you want to stay alert, there is a way you can stay alert throughout and yet be in the state. And that's what we'll be learning in this time. All right. So I want you to have this journal. I want you to have a journal. This is my journal, my 10x growth journal. Yours might be a notebook. Yours might be a paper, but I would recommend all of you to keep a journal as a part of this program. And in this, we are now going to prepare a list of things we are grateful for. Gratitude is a very interesting concept in the sense that we always think that we need a lot of grand things to be grateful for. You see, gratitude, if I could give a drug to every single person on the planet, it would be gratitude. For all our worries, for all the things that sense of lack, for all our insecurities, the cure is gratitude. Getting more is not. Gratitude is the cure. Gratitude is the key. I'm all in for ambition. I'm all in for working hard. In fact, I am myself someone who works immensely hard. But at the end of the day, you always have to learn to be grateful for what is already there. And I want to show you how you can be grateful. We think of a lot of grand things to feel grateful for. But look at all the simple things that you have. Right now, you're here sitting in a class. You're up at 5:30 a.m. You've taken a class for personal growth. You all have a shelter over your head. Hopefully, you're going to eat for breakfast. You're going to eat breakfast and get to work through the day. You are currently at least in a state of perfect health so that you're up, you can be up and attend a class. I want you to think of at least 10 things that you can be grateful for today. You can make 3 things from your professional life, 3 things from your personal life, and 3 things about yourself that you can be grateful for. Think about a compliment that a friend gave you when it comes to your professional life, a project that is being sanctioned. Maybe you're undergoing tremendous stress at work, but hey, you have a work, you have a paycheck that's coming to you every month. It's just been the start of the month. Imagine if that was not that. Do you realize how many people just got fired yesterday? Am I not loud? If I'm not loud, I can just talk a little more louder. Yes? Am I audible? Superb. So, what are all the things you can be grateful for in your professional life? Maybe you hate your job, you're looking to shift. But then, what about that one thing? At least maybe there is that one thing that you like in office. What can you be grateful for today? Or maybe as you're trying to switch a career, you saw this tremendous opportunity and you're grateful that you had the awareness to look for it. If you look for it, there are plenty of things you can be grateful for, even in the bleakest of situations. And maybe perhaps you have an amazing job that you love. Go ahead, do. As for me, today, what I'm most grateful for is that in terms of professional life, the fact that I'm able to share this in front of a group at 5:30 a.m. This is my dream. Everyone told me that nobody would want to listen to me. My philosophy, who cares? But hey, look, plenty of things you can be grateful for if you look for it. So, first thing, write about your professional life. All the things, anything that, I mean, you can even be grateful for things that you're looking forward to. I'm grateful that, wow, I'm going to start this. Move on to your professional life, move on to your personal life. What can you be grateful for in your personal life? What is that friend that you can always rely upon? Or, you know, you know what I write a lot of times in my personal life? Every day, of course, I write that I have Sansari. I have her who constantly takes care of me, who supports, and we are always there for each other. But other than that, I'm super grateful that I have running water, I have electricity. Imagine if you woke up today morning and there was no water to wash your face. The day is ruined. But hey, hopefully you had running water today. Our electricity, Wi-Fi, internet. You realize this is the facility, every single facility that we have right now. A century ago, this is the luxury of the Maharajas. Just think about it. Grocery at doorstep service. Wow. Running water. Brilliant. Food that is going to be delivered to you, even if you don't have time to cook. Yes, superb. What about your friend circle? Yes, you can write that, Rocky. What are all the things you can be grateful for in your personal life? You might say that my life sucks, that I have my, I don't have this, I don't have that, that I can't feel any happiness or anything. You have to train yourself to be more grateful. You see, happiness is not a state that can be forced, but happiness is a state or the emotion of joy that happens you can achieve through gratitude. When you start practicing gratitude, you just realize that there is a chemical reaction that's going on. Now I want you to write three things you're grateful for about yourself. About yourself. You can be grateful that I love myself, that I have taken this initiative to reset my life. I love myself, that I'm a social member. I love that I'm going to start exercising today. Or maybe if you're someone who regularly exercises, I love that I take such good care of my body. One very interesting thing is yesterday I did a dance performance on stage after nearly 7 years. So I'm very grateful for that. I did participate in a dance competition for that. Felt good. I was a dancer earlier, and for a long time I just lost interest. I tried it once more. It felt amazing. What are things you can be grateful for about yourself? You can be grateful that can be a characteristic trait that you love. It can be, an aspect of your body, something, some knowledge that you already have. And maybe if you have written this in your gratitude earlier, go ahead, write again. You don't have to find new or innovative things to write every time. Yes, that's amazing, Karishma. You see, is there anyone who's having trouble finding 9 items to be grateful for? You can add a 10th item also, no problem from any area. Anyone having trouble finding 9 to 10 items to write for? You see, you have so many things that's going on. Great for your life, guys. Isn't it amazing? Yes. If you written your gratitude list, please comment in yes in the chat box. Yes, you're ready. So talking about, by the way, what I'm drinking now is a magic mineral cocktail. It's a combination of lime, slightly warm water, pink Himalayan salt. So from tomorrow morning, what I want you all to be doing is I want you to, as you wake up, hopefully you wake up at least 20 minutes or 15 minutes prior to the class. I want you to just wake up 2 minutes earlier and prepare this. So we are all going to drink this first as we come for the class. Okay, we are all going to drink this together. Yes, pink Himalayan salt, not your regular table salt, pink Himalayan salt, half a lime, pink Himalayan salt, half a lime, slightly warm water. I mean, drinkable. It should not be like so hot you can't drink. Slight warm water. Or even if it is normal water, it's all right. Okay. And of course, more importantly, hydrate, guys. If you feel thirsty, if you find the need for drinking water, hydrate. Now, we'll move on to writing our to-do list. See here, to-do list becomes a tricky thing. If you start getting into all the things that you want to do, it can start getting very overwhelming. We're going to keep it simple today. And I want you to write one important thing that you have to do today and that you've been procrastinating. In your journal, I want you to write it. I'm going to do that. This is also called the big ugly frog. So it's this concept from a book by Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy, in which he talks about the concept of the big ugly frog. It simply means that, let's say you had a lot of live frogs to eat, hypothetically. You should ideally be starting with the biggest, ugliest frog of them. You should start by swallowing that up. Why then? Because now you know that nothing worse can happen through the day. You're prepared for everything through the day. So this is in this way. What I want you to write is I want you to write that one important task which is extremely important for you, but you have been procrastinating because you hate doing it. For some of you, it could be exercise, or for many of you, it could be completing that work that's pending. For some of you, it might be that meeting. All of you have different lives, so I do not really know what is your priority. My priority will be different from yours, but I want you to write that one extremely important thing that you're going to do. Yes, if it is exercise, write exercise. That I'm going to do exercise and start exercise with us today. Or if it is talking to your parents, that's one of the most common things. See, you see, these are here where you're not going to write something just because in order to write or someone told you to. It is going to be that one thing which you know you should be doing, but you have not. For many of you, sometimes it'll be like, I'm going to eat healthy today. For some of you, it might be like, I'm going to stop ordering food from Zomato and Swiggy today. At least today, I'm not going to do it. You know you should be doing it, but you're just not taking that step. For some of you, maybe it might be like, I'm going to read today. I have to read. Only write that one important task that you've been putting off, and you're going to do it. Set an intention to complete it today. So if you notice the flow as we go, we start by bringing ourselves to the present, appreciating what we have, and we move on to what more we want out of life. So yes, comment in BF if you return your big frog of the day. So next time I'll be telling you, did you eat that frog? I meant, I will be meaning, did you do that? You see, we can get a lot of pleasure by doom scrolling, but we can also get more pleasure by striking that thing off, by completing a task. Hey, did you clean your room? This for me personally is a big thing because I hate cleaning up. So that is my big ugly frog today. And remember, this is going to be the first thing that you're going to be taking care of, that you're going to be doing today. Or this is going to be that as early as possible, you're going to get it done. You're not going to procrastinate it for the end of the day today. Okay. Now, I want to share a very interesting concept with you. When I first heard about this from this book. Can you all see this? The Seven Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. It's one of the most republished and most quoted self-help book. Anyone who's read it before? Say aye. If you read this before, if you know this, if you heard of this or you read this. Seven Habits. This is one book that I keep going back to year after year. It's one thing you can constantly revise, and every time you see looking at a lot of things. It's beautiful, big book, lot of insights shared here. The most important habit of the seven habits of being an effective person is, okay, for telling that, I want you to just consider this. A lot of time what happens in areas of our life that does not go the way we want, we realize that we are not really taking any active control of it. You see, when something does not work in our favor, what's our immediate reaction? And I want you to be very honest here. What is it? We start blaming circumstances and other people. If only he did it. If only it went that way. But hey, Was there anything at all that you could have done? Anything at all? Maybe the thing that you could have done is sense the danger in getting involved in that person or situation and moved out of the way. We often blame our partners. We often blame our bosses. We often blame our parents, our family members, everyone. But can you take responsibility over yourself? See, the most important habit of being an effective person is to be proactive. Now, what I'm about to tell might trigger some of you, but the important part that I want to tell you here is that this is once you realize this is the most empowering thing that there is. You realize that when you are proactive, you can foresee circumstances up ahead. You can take measures to prevent it or work for it, and you can actively work on improving it. And when things go wrong, you know what to do. Let me give an example. So relationship is one of the most common pain points for a lot of people. Now, me and Sansari, we don't solve relationship problems as they occur, but we actively work on our relationship. Work on our relationship, but how? Let me tell you. So yesterday we ate out in this really beautiful place. It had a lot of international cuisines, and we spent quite a lot of money eating out and at that place. But our point here then was, it is great time. It is a great experience for us to try out all those cuisines, to see that place, to be with each other with no phone, no distraction, nothing, just talking. We exercise together. We prepare our plans, priorities, to do list together. Every night before sleeping, we write the things that we are grateful for. Now these days, it's coming. It's we have gotten so close to such an extent that we can read one person's thought even before they say it. See, this is called being proactive. You are not waiting for things to go bad until you firefight and work for it, but rather, you know this is important for you and you start taking action towards it right away. Let's talk about health, fitness. So now that's a common point. Many of you might be having back problems, neck problems. Many of you have issues about the way you look. You know, you're not happy when you look at the mirror. Why? Because of the past neglect. But hey, don't feel bad. You still have time now. Until the moment you can't get up from bed, there is always an opportunity for you. But even if I know there is a show called 600-Pound Life where there are all these extremely heavy people lying on bed, they can't get up from bed, and a bariatric surgeon helps them overcome the problems with lifestyle changes and exercise, and they are able to do it. They are able to get back and live a normal, happy life. So there is always hope. Rather than feeling bad about what you did not do in the past, you have the chance right now. Start taking. It'll feel like you'll start, a certain anxiety will kick in when you start taking actions towards what matters for you also. Why? It is a default response to your body and your mind for trying something. It wants to stay in the comfort zone. And you, as a human being, a product of millions of years of evolution, is to not stay within the comfort zone. It is to push yourself towards your comfort zone. It is to reach your true self-actualization. Today, as we finish this class, I want you to look at all these areas in your life that you can be proactive in. Think of every different aspect. Physical fitness, your mental health. You can do a lot of things for your mental health. You're waking up, practicing these morning routines, preparing gratitude list, getting rid of toxic people. There are a lot of things you can do to improve your mental health. Eating well, and you can talk about the things that you, other areas in life, professional life, what is it that you can be, that you need to be proactive in, personal life. The list might be quite overwhelming. So today, in today's evening session, this is exactly what we're going to be learning. This is exactly what we're going to be talking about. We're going to learn how we can plan ahead, how we can plan your month and your week ahead, so that you know how to best to live your life through the week. You're being proactive. All right. So today, 8 p.m. session, all of you are going to be here. Yes. Yes. You're going to be there. Say comment in I in the chat box. I'll be there. Beautiful. So this book is truly life changing. There's a lot of things that talks about not surface level habits, but deep questions that you can ask yourself, like to be proactive in life. Be proactive in life. Begin with the end in mind. First things first. Listen before you speak. A lot of beautiful, beautiful things that. Okay. So now with this, we have so far meditated, we prepared a gratitude to-do list. This is for reading, this accounts for reading. This is what reading can do for you. It can give you a lot of new insights, a lot of new knowledge. After this 1 week, what one habit I want you all to keep is give yourself at least time to read at least 5 to 10 pages from a book every morning. It takes 1.5 minutes to read a book, read a page. 5 pages means how much? 7 minutes. You don't have that in the time. You don't have that time in the morning. And throughout all of this we did with instructions, we took 30 minutes. Can you give yourself 30 minutes every morning for this? I think it's very much possible. If we thought it was important. We'll now be playing an exercise video. So once again, this is for beginners. This is for complete beginners. Those who just want to start, you can stay, you can be a part of the exercise routine and you can do it together. Or if you have your own routine, please follow it. Please do it. The core part of the morning session is over today. And yeah, I'll be playing the video in just a minute. So I'll just quit the recording. For everyone who's watching the recording, the exercise video will be sent separately. Okay, please follow the secondary link.